guys, it's Evan with Readyman. We've got a special guest today. He's going to talk about his weapons, and I'm not going to go into them to ruin the surprise, but this is Nick from Nemo, and he's going to talk about some of the things that they've developed and then some future things they're going to release. So, Nick, before we get into Nemo, what's your background, man?
Came from 3rd Special Forces Group. Just been kind of doing this, always been a gun enthusiast.
I hate using that term, Green Beret, but it's what everybody knows. He's another Green Beret at the table with Readyman. He's got a lot of experience. He's got an incredible kind of diverse set of firearms that we're going to showcase today. The one course that everybody asks us when we're talking about higher caliber weapons is, hey, is this guy a sniper? So, were you a sniper?
Yeah, I went to, at that point it was called SOTIC, so it's a level 1 sniper school, and I went through it pretty easily. I also went to Sephardic, which is their assaulting school. And,
right.
I've been shooting long range ever since. So Nemo, the shop is out of Kalispell, Montana. Okay. We've been around for about 4 years, but really, been making a lot of progress in the AR market, and actually starting to pull some of the bolt gun shooters, our way as well.
Right.
One of the things that we're really known for is the Omen rifle, which is a 300 Winchester Magnum on a modern sporting rifle platform. But we've got a patented recoil reduction, so your felt recoil on a 300 Winchester Magnum is going to be less than a 308.
Wow.
So yeah, you can stand up and shoot, rapid fire with a 300 Win Mag if you want to. That's a
definite luxury.
This is our #1 model right now. This is the ASP, which is the auxiliary sniper platform.
Okay.
It's a 15.5-inch 300 Winchester Magnum, semi-automatic. It's just an incredible little weapon. I mean, for the size of it and being able to reach out 1,000 meters plus, depending on your skill ability there, right. It's definitely pretty nice.
So I noticed a couple little things I want you to walk me through. You got Magpul buttstock, of course, pretty bare bones. You didn't want to have any adjustable cheek weld or elevation or anything on that, or is this more of a showpiece?
This is kind of a showpiece.
Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely put whatever you'd
right.
like, Mission First Tactical, whatever. It's a standard, AR-10,
right.
tube. So you can put any furniture that you'd like on it. That's the nice thing about it.
Right.
Really, our bread and butter is the way that we've constructed the bolt, right. And the way that the rifle actually functions and handles. And like I said, the shooting is just a delight. I mean, accuracy and range are a necessity, but now you can have comfort as an option when it
right.
comes to shooting a high-powered rifle.
So what differentiates this AR-10 from every other AR-10 on the market? So what are the differentiating features that Nemo's done?
One of the main things you're going to see, well, the most important is that it's a 300 Winchester Magnum.
Right.
So you've got a 14-round box magazine. That's a pretty beefy magazine. I mean, but still, you got 14 rounds. You got a side charging handle instead of a top charging handle.
Right.
To me, that's pretty important. You've got such a long throw with a 300 Win Mag. I mean, it's a large round.
Right.
So I don't necessarily think that me personally, I wouldn't want anything right in front of my nose that's going to have the possibility of coming back at me. And not to mention, if you think about your working space with a bolt gun,
right.
It's very similar to what we've got here.
Right.
So you're going to work your bolt gun right here. You can do the same thing with the charging handle, except.
So you've got your charging handle right here in the bolt carrier group, basically.
Yep.
And then as you move forward, does Nemo manufacture everything on this rifle
Yes.
to include the rail and upper, lower, everything?
Yes, this is all proprietary. Everything is good. This is a nice thing to point out as well. Mm-hmm. When you look at the rail and how it keys into the upper receiver, and that really, that adds a lot of, it's just very solid weapon. Cream of the crop. This is the Nemo Omen Watchman. It's a 300 Win Mag as well.
Right.
Really, the primary differences that you're going to see with this rifle, you've got a built-in 20 MOA rail.
Okay.
You've got a 24-inch proof carbon fiber barrel, so that really, I mean, it took off about 1.5 pounds from the initial, the original steel. I've got another Night Force on here. That's the Beast, so it's a big one. And then I've got a GDI scope mount, which is incredibly nice.
So in comparing the two rifles, obviously, you know, we've got a substantial difference, definitely with the proof barrel. Talk to me a little bit about the integration of your proof barrel and why you guys went with proof versus Christensen or something else.
I would say really we went with proof because they're right down the road from us.
Got it.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
They're a Montana company.
They're Montana. It's in the same. It's in Kalispell, and it's a couple miles away. And you know, the decision was there before I was, you know, with the company. But I'm pretty sure that's the main driving factor.
And I've been up to proof several times. I absolutely love the proof guys and kind of where their head is, especially with their equipment, how it's made. They explain the difference to me and kind of why proof has their product versus Christensen Arms. And they actually individually wrap with almost a thread of carbon through this entire thing. And whereas Christensen is rolled on in a sheet, and what Proof's kind of claim to fame is the fact that they don't create pockets of air. So there's literally 0 pockets of air within this barrel, which basically takes away inconsistency. So when you have an MOA shift with a carbon fiber wrap barrel, it's not because of the carbon fiber, it's because the air pockets within the carbon fiber, and they're actually microscopic, so you'd never be able to look at them and go, oh, there's a huge pocket, right?
It's enough though. So.
Yeah, it's enough because the temperature fluctuations are really rapid, and then the barrel whip gets inconsistent as well.
Yep.
So where Proof was, they kind of took us through the factory several times, and they explained it. I've shot Proof stuff. I can attest to the fact that I haven't seen any MOA shift, whereas I've shot Christensen's and I have seen an MOA shift. So that's firsthand experience. Like, these guys aren't paying us, obviously. This is just Readyman's assessment of carbon fiber barrels.
Yeah.
The other thing with this is I picked this thing up and I was expecting literally, you know, 5'7", 150 pounds. So I thought this thing might actually fold me into the ground picking it up, and it's actually a delight.
It's, I think with obviously without the beast on there, because, you know, you're gaining quite a few pounds on that
Right,
one.
yeah.
You know, you're looking at 9.5, 10 pounds. I mean,
Right.
it's a very light rifle for what it is, a 300 Win Mag, 24-inch, full-blown, I mean, sniper hunting rifle. It's different. It was, you know, when you pick it up, you're like, wow, oh, I could tote this thing around for a long time.
Absolutely, and the first thing that I would do is I would say, you know what, I could probably deal with a lighter optic. Now, granted, I won't be able to optimize the range on this thing, but my hunts would be a lot more comfortable with a lighter optic, and because I know that 90% of what I'm going to shoot is going to be inside 500 anyway.
Sure,
I'm going to be completely fine with something different. I mean, I shot my last elk this last fall with 1.1 to 8. It was a CQB SS from Leupold. So I didn't have any issues with that, and I think it was at 365. So not an issue. That was with a, what reticle, the H...
59 or 58.
Yeah.
So that's what's in here is H59, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so, you know, awesome platform. I cannot wait to get out there and shoot this thing. When I first saw this, I was telling you, I think, you know, we were all sitting at the table. It's like, I think I have a freedom boner. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty easy when you shoot them afterwards, you know, especially because it's so comfortable. I mean, I'm a big car fan too. You know, luxury cars, sports cars, muscle cars, everything else. And I look at this one especially, like the Bentley. I mean, it is just the attention to detail. Everything is hand fit and to make sure that it's incredibly smooth. And I mean, depending on your what shooter you are, this is a half-minute gun.
Yeah.
I mean, that's spectacular for a gas gun.
Yeah, this will outshoot the shooter, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And you know, we go out to our range in Montana and we're hitting steel at a mile all the time. So it's going to be our new rifle. It's not really officially released, I guess.
Okay.
This is our Tango 47. So it looks exactly like any other AR-15 platform, except it shoots a 7.62 by 39.
Right.
So this is brand new. I actually just got it yesterday.
Nice.
Came in the mail yesterday, and it's really nice. You know, it's piston driven. You know, it's fun to shoot, that's for sure.
And so I noticed a couple different things on there. You've got the banner brake, obviously, at the end. Have you shot that banner brake at all?
I haven't shot it yet. I got it yesterday from OSS. Decided to put it on there. Looks nice. I think it's gonna, add a lot to the performance of the rifle as well.
Yeah.
So, that's our main thing. This is the magazine that goes along with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a C product defense. So,
Right.
It's been incredibly nice.
What trigger is that?
That is a CMC
Okay.
trigger. Not sure which model it is, but it's one of
Right.
their blade triggers.
Right.
You'll be able to see it here in a minute, but these triggers are incredibly nice. I mean,
Right.
they are super smooth. If you haven't felt them yet, you need to. I mean, I was impressed. It's one of those things that when I first shot it, I was like, a blade? I don't know if I like that. And then I pulled the trigger and was like, oh, I really like this thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
And we're going to take this out. We're going to run it on the range today, and that's where I'm really going to, kind of get the feel and be able to chime in on some more input on it. I've shot the banner break. The banner break is beyond impressive, actually. It's literally the best break. And I'm going to sound like an OSS spokesperson here, but literally that break takes out all fluctuation or muzzle fluctuation. It feels awkward because the muzzle line doesn't move. So you'll have your support hand, and literally it's not moving. Everything's moving. You're used to one recoil and then fluctuation of muzzle based on the angle of the break. I couldn't feel any of it when I was shooting that within their actual sound closet. So super impressed with their brakes, super impressed with their suppressors. Let's put this thing to the test out on the range, and let's talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, and something else that's kind of interesting about the design that we did here is the fact that we do offer a 5.56 and a 300 blackout,
Right.
and now a 7.62 by 39. So, you can imagine having one lower receiver and having three different uppers, three different platforms, and
I'm glad you reminded me of that. So talk about that one more time, dude. Tell me what you just said.
So basically, you've got a standard AR-15 or it's our Tango 2 lower receiver. This is, a proprietary. It's our own design, everything
Right.
else. The upper receiver will, you can fit a 5.56, a 300 blackout upper receiver, or the 7.62 by 39. So you can have three different platforms on one
Right.
lower receiver.
Do you guys have a retail price on that package yet?
Not yet, but
Yeah.
definitely keep an eye out.
Right.
It'll be the Nemo family tree, and we'll
Right.
kind of grow it from there, I guess. So.
And to be honest with you, I think I'm going to be right behind Tom Spooner when placing my order in on this. When you told me about that yesterday, I was absolutely like, oh God, I got to have that now. If I could have it now. We're huge AK fans out here. Like, I love the AK platform myself. My partner loves the AK. I love the round, actually. So I love the round. I love the AK platform. Depending on the platform, if it's Krebs, I'll take it for sure. So it has to be modified. I'm not a traditional AKist, like the guys from like Operator Union or some of those other AK wingnut stuff. But the Bravo 18, did you see that yesterday?
No, I didn't get a chance to yesterday.
You'll see that today.
Excellent.
It's an incredible AK mix. So and we've been working with these guys and Russ over at OSS to kind of kick in some thought process on that. But I'm super excited for that family tree, dude. Like you got your second customer right here.
I think you'll be impressed with this too. We've been, we did testing on it. We were hitting, 440 meters, no problem. And with
Awesome.
an AK round, that's
legit.
That's legit. That's generally it's what 200 meters is your max effective range, depending on
where's
the
that thing go transonic?
I don't even know what ammo they were using. All I know is that had quite a few guys that didn't even work for Nemo that were out there, and they're like, dude, all day, just shooting 400 meters.
All day long.
Yeah, 500 meters, it was easy. So.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited. We need to get it out on the range and put it through some paces and see what else we brought out there. We're going to have a few other weapon systems out there. I think Judd from OSS is going to meet us out there. And then you can chime in all day long. So we're going to talk about the weapons. We're going to assess them. We're going to do some shooting. We're going to bang some steel and drink some coffee. All right, so we're up here at the range with Nick. I wanted to go over a couple things that we missed down in the vault. One, this comes stock with a Geisley trigger package in it, correct?
Yep, pretty much every single one of them.
All right, and do you have any options, or is it pretty much just one trigger for the
I mean, that's pretty much what we've got.
Okay.
You can put whatever you'd like in there. I mean, it's a standard trigger, so.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to jump behind the gun. I'm going to put a couple rounds through it. We're going to take it for a test drive, and I'll tell you what it feels like. So straight away, typical Geisley form and fashion. It's a great trigger. straight away. It's a great trigger. There's a little bit of play on that front piece, just absolutely a fraction of amount, but smooth,
Yep.
Great brake. And you know, the one thing that I noticed is recoil.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's the secret sauce, man?
Well, it's a patented bolt carrier group. Essentially there's a different buffer. There's another plunger that's attached to the actual bolt carrier, so it slows the bolt down instead of just having everything slammed to the back, which causes barrel rise and everything else.
Well, let me throw my hands around that. Let me take it for a test drive. So absolutely the finest 300 Win Mag I've ever stepped behind, without a doubt. Standard Geisley trigger package. It's the exact same pull. It feels the exact same pull as that other platform.
Yep. Yeah, it's the same trigger.
Absolutely the same. There's a little bit more muzzle rise based on the fact that this is a different mechanism that we have up here for Nemo, right? What are you guys calling this?
That's the blast jacket.
Okay.
Essentially because it's a 15.5 inch, we're trying to have all those gases go forward. So, putting that on there, you're going to feel a little bit more recoil, maybe. There's definitely going to be a little bit different performance, but it's worth it, especially for your friends that are around. So.
Right. Well, and the big thing that I noticed, man, is I can throw this thing around. Like,
yeah.
I would love to step behind this in a 3-gun match. Like, I would love to shoot this in a 3-gun match because I can toss this thing around, absolutely without a doubt, way more than my OBR. It's lighter. It's obviously got a little bit shorter of a barrel, but the recoil on this is almost non-existent. So, if you were to say, hey, dude, can I trade you for serial number 69 on your OBR right now? I would say, yeah, let's do a swap. So, fantastic weapon system. Hey, where can people reach you?
Go to nemoarms.com. You can go ahead and go on there, check out everything. We've got our dealer locator on there. You can see all the platforms, all the news, everything else that's going on, and you can follow us there.
Cool. Hey, well, thanks for coming out today, man. I hope to see you back.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Hey, stay tuned. We've got more weapons manufacturers coming out, so stay tuned to this piece of Readyman and the following pieces as we bring out the heavy long guns.